Ash Drury now, or today, is a recovering alcoholic. I've been clean and sober for the last 17 months. And my journey hasn't been easy, I guess. It's been a 10-year process of recovery, but a 20-year challenge within myself to battle addiction and what it means to be a member of society when you don't feel like you're a part of it, I guess.
Ian Johnson is still learning about life. He's still growing into the job. My late wife became ill, and it was established fairly quickly that she had mental health problems, and they developed into severe mental health problems and depression.
Jared Ingram is a guy that works at the RSL on the podium, and I'm also a motivational, inspirational speaker. I suffered a traumatic brain injury. I've also got family history of depression.
I'm Tom Carroll. I'm a lucky bloke. I'm retired now. I've had 40 years of flying, and I'm fit, I'm healthy, and I'm happy. When I heard the doctor say cancer, I believe I was deaf for about 3 weeks after that. There was no other thought than the fact that I had cancer. That's all. Didn't even hear the prostate. I had cancer. Yes, it just wasn't something I was prepared for.
My drinking had become out of control. I had no control over it at all whatsoever, and it became a 24-hour problem for me. I'm a father of two. I've lost a marriage because of it. I've lost jobs because of it, and in the process of doing that, I'd lost myself. So I'm lucky enough now to be facilitating the Man Walk in the Southern Highlands, which has helped me reach out to people that need help, as well as people are now reaching out to me when I get a bit quiet or not as active as I normally would be. So I guess for me, recovery is building a community around myself that is helping not only me, but the community. Got a purpose and a passion in life to turn what I've been through around to help other people.
Her illness and leading up to all the events was the greatest emotional strain I think I've ever encountered in my whole life. Trying to re-grasp life rather than drop out of life, rather than sit and ask too many questions, but actually reach out and see what I could do to help those around me. Once you stop being angry at the imperfect stuff and reach out and grasp hold of the good stuff, life certainly takes on a new dimension.
The biggest challenge and probably success that I achieved during my time of trying to recover was the power over the mind, gaining that power over the mind. Like, having the support's good, but it basically boils down to you.
Trying to decide what the best cause for me was the most challenging. But thankfully, as a result of my working life, I'd established a good relationship with my local GP because we had to have annual medicals.
Obviously the AA and NA fellowships, the support in there is amazing, because again, these are people trying to become better people, and you get lifted by that, by having people around you. The time that I spent in that last rehab facility really gave me the opportunity to look at what was going on for myself and realise what I was doing to myself, what I was doing to my family, and potentially what I was about to lose.
Building is my profession, and I like doing it. I like my day job. What I'm doing during my working life, I really get an enormous amount of enjoyment and satisfaction to seeing things come to fruition. Recreationally, I love cycling. And it's sort of a freedom machine. I like the fact you can just get on and it almost blows the bad thoughts away when you're cycling. So I guess both things are good medicine for me.
Yeah, the gym is a massive part of my recovery. Basically to help me physically, but not so much physically, but it also helps you mentally, because if you, say you're doing sets and then you go, oh, I'm getting really tired, but you got 3 sets to go, and you control your mind to go, yeah, you know what, I can do this.
In retirement, I've found woodworking. I suppose it's the challenge of creating something. To start with a piece of wood and finish up with something like that. It'd be something I'd love to do more, but I've certainly got a big backyard to look after as well. It's a fabulous place. I love spending at least 10 to 15 minutes every morning and sitting in. Cut out everything that's going on around you and just appreciating the peace. It's fabulous.
I think mental illness and mental health go sort of hand in hand, and if once you start looking at yourself and reaching out, I think your mental health can increase unbelievably in such a short period of time. It's okay not to be okay, because there's a lot of people going through the same things. Like, we're not alone in this, and I guess a passion of mine now is to change the stigma around men and mental health.
Seeking help, definitely seeking help from someone. You don't have to know them, but to trust them once you set up a relationship.
First advice is don't give up. When you fail, and you will fail, it's not to be seen as a negative. Mental well-being means, like, even though you might have slight interferences, it shouldn't control you. Gain the upper hand on your mind, that's when you can really succeed.
From the age of 40, I think they should give themselves a birthday present every year and organise a medical checkup. Mental health is a prized possession. You don't realise you have it until you lose it.
It's actually empowering to put your hand up and say that you're vulnerable now and that you need a little bit of help, because it'll come back in spades. And it has for me anyway. If you're going through a rough time, just reach out and talk about it. Don't let it manifest into something bigger inside your head.
You matter.
And you are not alone.
There are people
And places
who can support you.